Good day. My name is Daniel Graves, the creator of DAG Designs and Graphics. I'll be your host as we go over some of the works I have done in the past few years. I want to say thank you for taking an interest and the time to view my profile. You can find my contact information at the bottom of each page, so feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Let's get started with a little about myself. I started off designing as a hobby when I was a young child, and I have been creating ever since. From building homes out of nothing, building a business, to fixing helicopters, I glean information and inspiration from everywhere, and with hard work and dedication, I apply that knowledge to all my designs. I have a Bachelor of Science in Graphic Design from Full Sail University, and I am very fluent in most popular design programs, such as the Adobe Creative Cloud family of programs, such as After Effects, Illustrator, Dreamweaver, Photoshop, and InDesign. I have designed company logos and brands, t-shirts, posters, and even coins for U.S. Army units, local stores, and companies. My personal brand is based off my initials and how I sign my work. The earthly colors and neutral tones contrast the darker undertones that the layout and typeface portray. I like contrast that comes from mixing styles, and my brand shows this with the colors, rounded shapes mixed with sharp angles. Whenever possible, the use of angled lines, boxes, and shapes are used as secondary elements that helps with the consistency of my brand, as seen in the envelopes and business cards. These hard angles are also used on the letterhead, as seen on this example. When seen together, all the different elements work well with each other, and the cohesion of my brand identity is easy to see. My first example project is a trifold brochure for Acadia National Park, Maine. My first step was to do a lot of research of the park and to behold the natural beauty that is Acadia. I found that brochures tend to have the same layout and style, which passes along information alright, but tends to not be very user-friendly. I decided to base my design off that of a web page, giving it a style and familiarity to a large demographic. I tried to stay away from flashy typefaces and kept with a common web-safe font to help keep the website feel. I used purple pop-ups for drawing the reader's attention to historical information about the park, giving the brochure a recognizable style that is easy to read and use. For the Maine State poster, I started off with this poster that is built off the different elements that make up the state of Maine. I started with the fiery autumn leaves of the maple tree for the sky gradient. Maine is split between the coasts of the east and the woods of the rest of the state, so I went with the lighthouse and moose silhouetted by the rising sun, with the state motto, "The way life should be," as my guide. Going beyond the poster, I also created 2 web ads for the Maine State campaign. The web banner has a different layout, yet maintains the message that fits into the 1497 by 185 pixel web banner. Now, a still image, no matter how well made, just does not convey the story as well as a motion graphic does. So I also made a repeating GIF for a 336 by 280 pixel web advertisement, as you can see here. I'm sure by now you've noticed my love for the state of Maine. So when I took on the Maine Lobster Festival, I wanted to make sure I passed on that passion to the viewer. So I wanted to show the contrast of the mixing of old and new that is found at the Lobster Festival, with the mix of the active art community and the old maritime style found in Rockland, Maine. I started with the angular features of modern styles and a maritime flag with the logo of the lobster taking the center stage. I started off with just a vector image, but I decided to add the textures and seams of a flag to really bring out the contrast of the old and the new. The design was also made to fit a 300 by 600 pixel web ad, and it lends itself well. Solex is a faced app that is used to predict the lifespan of any expendable item, with the largest item, of course, being the light bulb. I went with the darker purple with a light green honeycomb inlay to give the app the technological feel that went into the algorithms that is Solex. Each different page uses colors and transparencies for navigation and activity cues. Because this can be used for different products, the very layout is based off modular cells and shapes, sort of like a beehive. All the different pages show the modular aspects and consistency of the brand that is Solex. Z Survivor is a reality type game show that is a mix between Survivor and The Walking Dead. Because anything dealing with zombies tends to be a little too much for some people, to reach the largest demographic, I went with the style of the little people you see on, warning signs coming to life for the characters. I used the lights and shadows of the woods in the background, as well as the music to give the graphic a creepy feeling that a show like this needs. I will now let you just watch the video without my voice interrupting you. My capstone project was the branding of an anti-counterfeiting company that uses genetically modified silk for making UV watermarks that glow under black light for textiles. Because Gentech is used by other companies, I made its logo as versatile as I could so that it would work good alongside other brand marks. The colors are based off the colors of the silk that are available, and the shield is to show the security offered by the company. The use of secondary elements, such as the DNA, is used throughout the brand identity. The entire brand is a reflection of the technology of genetics, the colors of the glowing silk, and the security that the company offers. The marketing campaign for Gentex is more of an add-on for other products, as seen with the shield stamp on the back of one product, which lets the buyer know that this product has a Gentech watermark. A lot like how you see a Made in the USA seal. The tags get added to clothing products that are sold off the shelf. They come with a little colored gel that allows the buyer to actually see the hidden watermark. This can also be used as a deterrent, as you can also check other clothes to make sure that they're not counterfeited. The shopping bag was part of the guerrilla marketing campaign. It was a cheap way of letting buyers know that just because it looks like an original doesn't mean it is. If you have any questions, or if you'd just like to know a little bit more, again, feel free to contact me at douggraves, DAGRAVES, at fullsail.edu. Thank you for taking the time to view my work, and I hope you have a great day.